Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Amanda, and I'm one of the 4 team members from Massage Therapy Media. Beside me, I think a lot of you know this guy. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Scott Dartnell, and I'm a registered massage therapist. I'm also with Massage Therapy Media. We're producing the show today, and we're very honored to be involved.
Yes. So Scott and I are going to make sure that everything rolls smoothly. As you heard, we have a really full agenda today. So the theme is bolstering your mental health with massage. So I'm going to bring up Karen Short, who's going to do our introduction and let us know what we're going to be doing today.
Today, we're not only celebrating the International Day of Happiness, but also Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy. I want to thank you all for taking the time to join us today, as well as thank those who will be watching the recording later. We truly and greatly appreciate your support. The Global Wellness Institute supports a variety of wellness industry initiatives, and we are thankful and proud that they continue to support Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy. So thank you very much for that, Susie and team. Our mission as the Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy initiative is to celebrate the healing powers of massage therapy and to promote the benefits of therapy through research, education, advocacy, and global awareness. I'm proud to be a part of it. I am grateful that each year we can do a little bit more to create more awareness and generate more support to fund various initiatives. And we're thankful for each of you who continue to support us as well in our endeavors. It's a bit bittersweet, actually it's very bittersweet this year, that we kick off today with the passing of our founder, Linda Solon-Wolf. She passed last April. Linda was a veteran of massage and spa industry, and we honor her by keeping this initiative going and bringing more awareness to the industry overall. Our committee members also put up week after week. We must thank them as well to continue to support the initiative. So thank you, a big thank you to each of you. Many of you are on this call. And last but not least, we would not be able to really move forward without the support of our cornerstone partners. They make it possible through your contributions, so thank you so much for that as well. So today we're going to cover global wellness trends. We're delighted, honored, pleased to have Susie Ellis be able to walk us through that, our current trends, and she will start us off there. We also have a very robust school ambassador program. Many of you on this call are aware of that, and so we will talk about the progress there and our winners. We are delighted and honored as well to have Dr. Tiffany here to really review the current research on Massage Makes You Happy and Healthy. And then our cornerstone partners have agreed to review some key top trends that this initiative has identified, and we're happy to report on.
All right, so now we're going to bring up Susie Ellis, who's the CEO of Global Wellness Summit and the Global Wellness Institute. And Susie's going to be going over global wellness trends.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'm delighted to be here, and thank you for the moment of remembering Linda. She really was so enthused about this, and I'm delighted that it continues. And at the Global Wellness Institute, we are happy to support that continuity. So I'm happy to introduce our 2024 Global Wellness Trends, and I'm going to do it very quickly because I think they're all very exciting, and they all in some way touch massage. And so let's start with the full list so you can see what is that I'm going to talk about. So you can do the next slide. So the Future of Wellness 2024 Trends. Next slide. This gives you an overview. We're going to talk about climate adaptive wellness, the power of the pilgrimage, from manning up to opening up, the rise of postpartum wellness. Longevity has longevity, a wellness check for weight loss drugs. Sports finds its footing in hospitality. The home as highest tech health hub. A new multi-sensory immersive art for wellness, and something we called under the radar. So the next slide, the first trend is called climate adaptive wellness, and it is in response to the heat-crushed planet that we're all very aware of. Somebody's saying that the slides are not showing, but I'll just keep going. There's an example of a building where there's a lot of greenery, and that's just one example of how many in architecture are trying to cool things down. The power of the pilgrimage. there's an interest in people doing slower traveling, and the slow and spiritual form of travel is something that we see trending. And so a lot of places are revitalizing treks and pilgrimages. And the next slide will show, one in Bhutan that's clearly spiritual and a pilgrimage with a little bit of a spiritual aspect to it. But there's many all over the world. The next trend is called From Manning Up to Opening Up, and this is really to do with men. There's a rise of social and emotional wellness offerings for men to help them connect with themselves and each other. And the next slide will show you that it's not just about men sitting around in circles. That's not necessarily what they want, but doing physical activities, but then still having time for exchanges and a social aspect. The next trend is what we call the rise of postpartum wellness. And I know Tiffany's on this call, and there's so much discussion about massage before, for preemies. And I remember being with you, Tiffany, in the hospital where I was able to massage the babies. And now we're seeing a rise of postpartum wellness. There's more focus on supporting a more comprehensive and empathetic approach to new parents, both physical and emotional well-being. And the reality is that a lot around the world, a lot of countries are doing a lot more than the U.S. in this, but now this is changing. So the next slide will just show that it's in products as well as in retreats and places where people can go to recover and bond with father, mother, and baby. The next trend is actually probably one of our most mega trends, and it's called longevity. And we titled it Longevity Has Longevity because we think this is a trend that is here to stay. There's so much talk now about people, not just their lifespan, but their health span. They don't want to just live longer, they want to live healthier longer. And so we see that coming into a lot of different arenas. There's also a lot more medical and technology advancements. So you can see that there's DNA testing and a lot more testing that's being done in different venues. So kind of a medical and wellness combination that we're seeing. The next trend is a wellness check for weight loss drugs. And this is very timely. I don't know how many of you might have seen Oprah Winfrey's 2 days ago, I think it was, on the obesity drugs. It's a big topic, and in this trend, we are showcasing it as a big topic that has a lot of questions, but nevertheless, there are some very, very successful results, and it's something that our industry probably should really be aware of. In addition to the fact where we have a chance to play a part, and I think massage is part of that, is that yes, if someone is doing a weight loss drug, the importance of keeping up their protein intake and their physical activity and massage and eating nutritionally, those are all things that the wellness world can contribute. Is showing how important physical activity is. And so it's not that we want to abandon people to weight loss drugs, but we want to work with them if that's something that they've chosen to do. The next slide and the next trend is what we call sports finally finds its footing in hospitality. And this is something that we are really quite excited about because sports has been a bit siloed from wellness and hospitality, but not so much anymore. And this particular photo shows a new brand just opened in Dubai called Siro, S-I-R-O, and their tagline is fitness and recovery. And this is the hotel. So interesting that sports is becoming more part of hospitality and wellness. And then the next slide will show that this is Body Holiday, and sports is part of a lot of resorts and destination spas. And we see that that's going to be more and more. Next slide is the home as highest tech health hub. And so, yes, there's a lot of technology coming into homes. And of course, we know massage is part of, has been done in homes for a long time. But maybe even more so thoughtfulness in terms of building homes, that massage will be a regular kind of thing for a lot of people. The next slide shows that there's also a lot of technology coming along. This is a piece of equipment that is a stethoscope, and you can it's connected to your medical professional. It does a lot of things, including showing what some of the spots are on your body. So I know that's something that massage is involved with also. So the home connected with someone's health is something that we see as a future with a lot of new opportunities. The ninth trend is what we call a new multisensory immersive art for wellness. And it's really this combination of art and wellness together, and a lot more research that is showing that art has a lot of value, a lot of health benefits. And by art, it's not just visual, it's also music and so on. But the research is showing more value, and so you'll see a lot more of that. The next slide just shows one example of what's happening with a lazy river slide, and that they've added art to it. And then the final trend, which we called under the radar, is, and there's a picture here of my interviewing Simone Biles, the gymnast, at our last summit. And, she's a mental health advocate with all that she has gone through. And so it was a delight to have her. And I think a major issue there was to help with stigma. That now, and she was an example of this when she pulled out of the Olympics in Tokyo, that standing up and saying, I'm having a mental health issue. She had what's called the twisties, and then pulling out of the Olympics at that point is not something to be ashamed of, but something that we all need to be, recognizing that people do have those issues. And of course, since COVID, mental health has been on the agenda. And a few of the other things that we called under the radar, things that we think feel are bubbling up, but aren't necessarily yet quite on the trend landscape, is the lowering of age limits in spas and wellness arenas so that younger people can access some of what's available. Something called slow looking. And in the wellness real estate arena, wellness is the new why. The research is showing that people are buying real estate with wellness as a major, major factor. And then I thought also interesting that for those of you aware of blue zones, that there's a new blue zone 2.0, and that is Singapore. And this is a manufacturer, a blue zone not from the olden days, from the way people used to live, but a country that has actually created a way for people to live longer, and it's showing in their statistics. So that's really it. The next slide will just show you that there is, that's Amy McDonald who brought up the lowering of the age limits, and I think the other few slides, go ahead and click through them. Yeah, this is Terry talking about wellness is the new why for real estate. And the next slide. And he's the one from Singapore talking about Singapore is a blue zone 2.0. And I think the final slide shows the Future of Wellness report that's available on the Global Wellness Summit website. And I thank you for that. And if there's any questions, we'll be happy to answer them in the question segment. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce our next presenters, CG Funk and Cherie Sonnen-Mo.
So I'm happy to be here today, and Cherie and I are going to talk about our school ambassador program and our student essay contest that we hold every year. Really quick, we are so pleased to have 80 plus schools in the United States, Canada, and abroad join us as school ambassadors. These school ambassadors are part of the Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy celebration. They agree to do events, I think, Cherie, at their locations as a school ambassador to celebrate the day and the month of March. And they receive all sorts of goodies like the Massage Makes Me Happy pin, bracelets, and stickers to hand out to their students. And really, we're so pleased about their excitement and commitment to this program. One of the parts of the School Ambassador Program is we hold a student essay contest. And this essay contest really is about honoring Linda Solon-Wolf, our founder, and Alex, who was a great supporter of massage therapists, their legacies. And this year, the essay that we asked the students to write to answer a question, why are you passionate about massage therapy? And the first place winner received a $250 gift card donated by Massage Warehouse. Thank you so much, Massage Warehouse. And also a $250 gift card donated by Earthlight. Jim, Melissa, we really appreciate you there over at Earthlight. Thank you so much. And the second place winner, another $250 gift card donated by Earthlight again, Yahoo. And I am going to pass this over to Cherie, and she is going to share the information about our winners for 2024.
Yay! Next slide. All right, the first place winner is Joy White. I hope, Joy, that you're on this Zoom so that you can find out now. We've not told anybody till now who the winners are, and she is from Davidson Davie Community College. And I'm going to quickly just read her essay. Massage therapy has opened doors of opportunity for me that I once only dreamed of. Through my own personal experience as a massage client, I learned the importance and healing power of self-care. This experience was so powerful that it prompted a complete career transition for me from nursing to massage therapy. Becoming a massage therapist has been a life-changing decision. It has allowed me to learn and grow, not only personally, but also professionally. I am passionate about massage therapy because it has empowered me to help myself while helping others in their own journey towards self-care and healing. And congratulations, Joy. Our second place winner, Morgan Witashik from the Academy of Natural Healing. And here's Morgan's essay. I am confidently passionate about studying, researching, investing, and providing massage therapy services as a divine purpose in this life. Never in my life have I felt so innately dedicated and interested in a particular theory or discipline. I have been practicing occupational therapy for the past 7 years, and I am now advancing my career to expand my clientele base. I hope to influence individuals with trauma as well as older populations, as they are whom my heart is called to. In foresight, I will contribute findings towards research and educate our modern healthcare system on abundant massage therapy benefits. Thank you for this opportunity to share who I am to be in my future career and why. And I gotta say, it was so exciting to read the essays. We had, I think, 45 essays that were submitted, and it was really difficult to choose. So not only did we have a first place winner and a second place winner, we also have honorable mentions. And those two honorable mentions are Nicole Davis from Eastern College in Canada and Stella Holmes Lopez from Northern Virginia Community College. And those two people are going to be getting a $25 gift certificate to JAMU Spa. So thank you all for submitting your essays. And we have a surprise that we didn't tell anybody. But all of you who did submit, even though you haven't won, are going to be receiving a 10% discount off your orders from Earthlight, from your next order. So, it was so hard. It was so delightful to read these inspiring essays and to see what people are doing and how massage is playing such an important role in their lives. And we are excited and hope we'll hear from them in the future once they graduate and how they're actually doing.
All right. Well, thanks, Cherie.
All right. Congratulations to Joy and Morgan. Now we're going to spotlight Dr. Tiffany Field, who's going to talk about the research that supports massage makes you happy and healthy. She's the director of the Touch Institute at the University of Miami.
So I'm going to present some data from a study that Linda Solon-Wolf and I did, my team did, in honor of her. We miss her very much. So the title of this is Massage Therapy, reduces pain in hand arthritis. Next slide. So C.G. Funk and our research team had done a study that was supported by her and her practice at the time, showing that basically if you massage the hand for people who have arthritis, there is going to be a reduction in pain and an increase in grip strength, but also a decrease in depression or depressed mood state, and an increase in sleep. So we decided, because Linda Solon Wolf had a special attachment to BioFreeze, she was working with BioFreeze, and she felt that that would add more to the pain reduction if we gave people BioFreeze to use after they were providing their own massage. So I'm going to read this busy slide. The objective was to determine whether there are any added effects of applying BioFreeze after massage therapy for reducing the hand pain. And I just mentioned the background, the study that C.G. Funk and we had done, showing that you could reduce hand pain by conducting massage, and as well as grip strength and reducing depression and enhancing sleep. So in the methods, we had 20 healthy adults who were experiencing hand pain, and they were randomly assigned to a massage therapy or a massage therapy plus BioFreeze group. Both groups received a weekly 10-minute massage from a massage therapist, and then were taught the same massage to be done by themselves once daily over a 4-week period. The participants in the Massage Plus a BioFreeze group were given a supply of BioFreeze packets, and then they were asked to apply that gel at the end of each of their self-therapy or their self-massage sessions. And each participant was also given a DVD of that protocol that they could watch as they were doing the massage. Next slide, please. The results suggested that, based on this type of analysis we do called ANOVAs, the Massage Plus the BioFreeze group had significantly greater improvement in grip strength as measured by a MaxiAids digital hand exerciser following the first session, as well as at the end of the 4-week period. That group also had a greater increase in perceived grip strength and a greater decrease in hand pain. Other problems that often result from pain, including depressed mood and sleep disturbance, were also decreased. So we concluded that adding BioFreeze to a massage therapy protocol results in a greater decrease in hand pain, a greater increase in grip strength, and a greater decrease in depression and sleep problems than the massage alone. So now I'm just going to show you some of those details. So there were 20 in the sample, 16 females and 4 males. The mean age was 47.6 years. 82% had a college education, 48% were Hispanic, 28% African American, and 12% Caucasian, 12% Asian. 6% were executives, 29% were academics, 47% administrators, and 18% technicians. Next slide. And that distribution reflected the distribution of the medical school, where we basically recruited by email. So the sessions were weekly, and the whole session was 15 minutes with 10 minutes of massage with moderate pressure. And I just want to emphasize that we have found, and we've conducted over 100 studies. In all of those studies, you need to apply moderate pressure, which we now describe as moving the skin, in order to get the positive effects. So in this case, we were moving the skin from the fingertips to the elbow. And then BioFreeze was applied, BioFreeze gel at the end of the session. Outside of the sessions, we asked them to conduct a 10-minute massage daily for a 4-week period. And it was the same massage, but done by themselves from watching the video. The BioFreeze group then were given packets, and they would then apply that at the end of the massage. Next slide, please. This just depicts the assessments pre and post on the first and last day. We looked at hand function based on, this is basically grip strength based on the Maxi-A digital hand exerciser. And we also asked them for their own perception of their grip strength. So we had this thermometer scale below that goes from weakest to strongest. And we often use these kind of scales. The one below that is a thermometer scale that goes from a happy face to a sad face. This just enables us to do this across language groups, and people appreciate having a visual of how they're rating something. We had a scale, also face scale for depressed mood, 10 items, and the sleep disturbance scale had 15 items. Next slide. So here we graphically show what happened. This is the hand function, or you see that there's an increase in the score on the yellow bar, which is the massage group, and the green bar showed a greater increase in hand function as reflected on the green bar. That's the massage plus biofreeze group. Next slide. Perceived grip strength improved. Increase in the massage group in the yellow bar, but increased even more in the massage group plus biofreeze. Next slide. Hand pain, this is where the scale is reversed and a decrease is noted below the 0 line at the top of the graph. You see that there was a decrease in hand pain in the yellow bar for the massage group and a greater decrease in the green bar for the massage plus biofreeze. Next slide. And the same for depressed mood. There was a decrease for the massage group, but a greater decrease for the massage plus biofreeze. And also for sleep disturbance, there's a decrease, the yellow bar for massage group and the green bar for massage plus biofreeze. And the final slide is just a summary of the results. There was increased hand function, a greater increase for the massage plus biofreeze at the end of the month, a greater increase for perceived grip strength, a greater decrease in hand pain, and a greater decrease in depressed mood and sleep disturbance. So Linda was very happy about these findings, and we published them. And I just wanted to just pay greater tribute to her. I do want to say that we have done a lot of other studies on pain. If you're interested, low back pain, migraine headaches, and fibromyalgia are examples of those. We have many studies that involve depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. We have autoimmune studies, for example, on diabetes, on asthma, immune studies on cancer and HIV. If you are interested in getting any studies from us, you can email me at tfield@miami.edu. And also I want to say that I just published a review of not just our studies, but of the growing field of research around the world. There are many, many people who are now doing massage therapy studies and documenting positive effects for anything you can think of. So massage is making everybody happy and healthy. Thank you.
Hello, our next speaker is CG Funk. She's going to come on and be our first speaker talking about massage trends. Welcome back, CG.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. It's really great to see everybody or hear everybody or know how many people have joined this call. And we're so happy you're here and helping us celebrate this fantastic day. You know, I don't need to go through all this. This is my background. And as Tiffany mentioned, we've also done some research studies together, so her and I go way back. And I want to cover one of the trends today for 2024 for massage. So the trend I'm covering is about distance learning. And what we've seen since COVID is that more massage therapy schools have increased or added online course offerings to their massage education programs. And this really gives massage therapists more flexibility in their education and completing their education and helping them continue to be able to live their life and fit massage education in. And, you know, a lot of this had to do with COVID. Schools, many massage schools were kind of forced to put classes online, kind of at the last minute. And because of that shifting of those courses online, it's stuck. And most of these courses are like anatomy or physiology or, professionalism, business, ethics, things like that. You're still having most of the hands-on classes, of course, in person, which is super important for all of this. So, we really believe that as massage schools modernize, many have updated and will continue to update their education to become hybrid education, which is really the modern day today with all kinds of things, especially with various types of schools across the country. And what this does, again, is it gives the student freedom in completing those courses online and then going to the classroom part-time to learn the hands-on techniques. And, it's really, hybrid education is one way to answer the demand in the industry for more professionally licensed therapists, because it's giving the students easier access to education via technology and online learning. So that is my trend. And I think I'm going to hand it over to Karen to talk about her trend and share her trend.
Hi, everybody. Very excited to be here. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Script Companies, which includes Massage Warehouse. There are some other business units within there as well. I joined in the summer, but a longtime participant in the health and wellness industry, and personally an advocate of massage therapy. I've been getting deep tissue massages probably every other week for the last 15 to 17 years. So I am a diehard advocate and recently licensed level 2 Reiki certified. So very much a proponent of alternative healing modalities. So with that, I'm going to talk about, next slide please, medical providers recommending massage, right? So in last year's AMTA research report, 48% of consumers received their last massage for a health or wellness reason, right? And that should not be a surprise to anybody, in the industry. And it's really because as the awareness of the benefits of massage therapy grow, the following convergence has occurred. The first is you have more consumers are talking about it with their healthcare providers like physicians and nurses, physical therapists, chiropractors, etc. And the second is you have more of these same healthcare professionals now proactively recommending massage therapy to their patients. And for these professionals, there's really 3 key factors that come into play. The first is that massage therapy is increasingly being viewed as a traditional evidence-based therapy rather than alternative therapy. And that's by the National Center of Complementary and Integrative Health, which is sponsored by the NIH, right? So this is really big. The second is that more massage therapy services are either taking place on site of or being incorporated into hospitals, medical settings, chiropractic offices, or integrated healthcare clinics. And last but certainly not least is, according to a new IRS ruling, massage therapy may qualify as a tax-deductible medical expense if it's recommended by a physician for a specific physical ailment or condition. And this ruling states that medical expenses are the cost of diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or disease prevention. And that's affecting basically the function on pretty much any body, on the human body, which of course would incorporate all of that in which massage therapy targets. So why does this all matter? Well, it really illustrates the increasing endorsement of massage therapy by these medical providers and really reflects a paradigm shift towards recognizing the efficacy and integration of massage therapy into, traditional mainstream healthcare practices. So this trend will absolutely and most certainly continue to grow in the future. And with that, it's on to the next trend.
Okay, good. I'm going to jump right in. I was not given a lot of time, but I have some things I want to share. I'm talking about the trend of technology that are coming into massage. We're calling it tech touch therapies. And so talking to a bunch of massage therapists about technology, I want to state out front that there's no substitute for the power of human touch. And what I'm really talking about are things that you might incorporate, products and technologies you might incorporate into your practice, what I would call augmented massage. So, there's some mega trends that are driving the demand for massage therapy. We talk about pain management, but not in pill form. We talk about sports recovery, and a lot of us, especially of an age like myself, we're being told to push ourselves. It's healthy. And so recovery, sports recovery is really important to us, especially for those of us who don't recover as easily as we did 30 years ago. And then finally, mental wellness and stress reduction, and all I can say is what a triggered world we live in. So I'm going to go through 5 tech trends. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. And I'm going to talk about products that you might consider. Some of the first 2 are very obvious. I think percussion therapy has been around a long time, clinically proven. There have been devices to help massage therapists get to deep tissue, been around for longer than I've been in the industry. But there are devices that Theragun and HyperIce have, as well as some others that are clinically proven and really work to help relieve pain and recovery in certain areas. There's also a device I saw yesterday that looked pretty interesting, which was heated muscle scraper called Ached Away. And that was an interesting thing. Those devices have been around. Many therapists use them in their practice. The second one is compression and hot and cold alternating therapies, which people have been using for a long time in PT. There are Normatec boots and compression boots that help. I'm not sure exactly how you might incorporate that into your practice. There's also a device and a company that we've been looking at and talking to that have a game-ready portable device for hot and cold therapy, which would be interesting to try to incorporate into your massage practice. The third category is, I'm going to call it vibroacoustic stress reduction. And there's a couple of products in that. We have some out in the market. My company, they are, binaural beats, harmonic frequencies, and acoustic resonance that really helps to override the central nervous system, moving you from a triggered sympathetic state to parasympathetic, which is the state in which your body recovers, heals, and restores, right? And so there are clinically proven technologies that are out there. One that I really like that's been around for a long time is the binaural beats from the Monroe Institute. And if you guys are taking notes, you can kind of look and see what kind of content that they have. That was really the start of it all from a long time ago. There are also acoustic resonance systems buried in a lot of tables, mostly higher expensive tables you might see in a spa, which we and some of our competitors have. Then there's heat and vibration, because vibration also works, and it helps to work in lymphatic drainage. It also works just in terms of stress reduction, because it basically attaches or impacts the vagus nerve. There was a really cool thing called Truvaga, which is a vagus nerve stimulator that I saw online. That was pretty interesting, and I don't know whether it works or not, but I know that vagus nerve therapy is great. And then there are other systems out there, including one that we have called MindSync, which uses both binaural beats, the harmonic frequencies, as well as acoustic resonance to accelerate that move from a triggered state into relaxation. So you might look at that. Category 4 is light therapy. Red light therapy is something that we've been looking very closely at. This includes infrared and far infrared. They're on blankets. They're used post facials. They're starting to incorporate them into tables. This is all clinically proven. It stimulates the mitochondria at the cellular level, which helps to accelerate healing. One caveat I would say there is look for FDA approval and or at least FDA registration. And the distance of those lights from the skin really matters. So, there's a lot of stuff that's being used out there that people are only, they're not really getting the full red light therapy. So, and then finally, electro and electromagnetic devices. These include eStim devices and machines that stimulate muscular contraction. Those have been around, since I was in high school years ago. They're run anywhere from $200 to $2,000, but they are clinically proven to help with recovery and healing. There's PEMF mats that are coming out into the market, the pulsed electromagnetic field. They are said to help with bone healing and cellular stimulation. There's lots of studies going on out there. My own work, I'm not really positive yet, but I'll be looking at that a little more closely. And then finally, grounding, which eliminates the buildup of electric charge in our bodies, which also helps to accelerate healing and reduce inflammation. And you might look for a major equipment company to come out with some grounded tables in the near future. So with that, I will turn it back to the next person. Hope that helps you folks.
Okay, great. Well, I think I'm wrapping it up on the tail end of this. So I'm Karen Short. I'm with Universal Companies and have been involved with Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy since the onset. I'm very thrilled and pleased to be here and to see the evolution. And again, all of your support is so much appreciated as we grow the initiative. The trend that I'm covering today is massage therapist career and demographics. In a growing industry of wellness, which we all know has taken on quite a scope over the last few years, particularly in our post-COVID world. Working as a massage therapist offers many opportunities, and employment for professional massage therapists continues to rise. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, easy for me to say, projects that massage therapist employment will grow 18% through 2032, which is faster than the average for all U.S. occupations. So it's a pretty exciting opportunity. About 22,000 openings for massage therapists are projected each year, which is based on an average over the past 10 years. And because of this number, the U.S. practicing therapists have increased 8% over the past decade. So lots of growth there. The massage profession is predominantly female. I don't think that's a surprise for anyone on this call. It's about 76% female at this stage. And it is really the first career choice for most therapists, which I thought was interesting. And as many find as they get to midlife, that they make a career change. So we're excited to have those experienced individuals join us, as well as the young students today. Nearly half of all the massage therapists, 42% at this point, have a bachelor's degree or higher. So we have quite a range of education as well. And the average age of a massage therapist is 40 years plus, representing 51% of massage therapists overall. So 51% of massage therapists overall are over the age of 40. So we're mature and we're wise, which is nice to hear as well. I think in terms of what's really happening industry-wise, there are lots of opportunities, jobs by industry. The top two are healthcare, of course, that wouldn't be a surprise. And the second is hospitality and growing. So that's nice to see as well. So, and the balance really of job opportunities is across a wide range, from manufacturing to pharmaceutical to government to nonprofit and many, many more. So just different industries are recognizing the value of massage therapy, whether they're bringing it into their workplace or they're supporting their employees in partaking in it through their health and wellness programs. So lots of good stuff happening. We have a great demographic. We're excited to be part of it. And again, want to thank you for joining us today.
On behalf of the Massage Therapy Media team, I'd like to thank everybody, all the schools and students, our participants, therapists, all of our educators, our presenters that joined us today to be part of this great event. And we couldn't have been happier to be involved.